for the opportunity to ask him.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Billy Lawless, Senator for the Diaspora, you have 8 minutes.
Thank you, Ciarán. I want to first start by thanking the Minister for coming to speak to us in the Chamber today and to commend him for his commitment to addressing the issues faced by Ireland's diaspora. As we near St Patrick's Day, with many members of the Cabinet and Minister of State travelling to the United States during this period, as well as promoting inward investment into the state, I would ask the Minister to ensure that whether a Minister is in Silicon Valley or Savannah, that the plight of the undocumented remain firm on that Minister's agenda. As the Minister is well aware, it is not just about persuading the President, which is a tall task in itself, or persuading sympathetic US senators and congressmen on Capitol Hill. It's about building a coalition of goodwill so that those businesses who invest in this country can also act as our messengers in seeing a bespoke solution to the continued hurdles, the undocumented that they face abroad. There are many within the Irish immigrant community who are either undocumented themselves or have loved ones who fall within that category, who remain despondent at the prospect of meaningful reform being realised under this administration. But I would temper that despondency in this way. Historically, Ireland has managed to do many great things with both Republican and Democratic presidents, and when either majority leads the House or the Senate, it's an oft-forgotten fact that the MacBride Principles, named after Sean MacBride, Nobel Peace Prize winner, were enshrined in US law during a deeply divided administration and government of the United States. These MacBride Principles were a form of positive discrimination, or as was referred to in the US then, affirmative action, where US companies, if they were to invest in Northern Ireland, were forced to hire equal numbers of Catholic and Protestant workers. I give this example simply to say that we cannot give up the fight for our undocumented. Despondency or waiting for the next administration to come along is not the answer. We must work on every side of the aisle to build a permanent coalition that understands and accepts the unique plight of the undocumented Irish, and I hope this message will be conveyed loud and clear by all our ministers representing us abroad in the coming months. I would also call on the Government to stand ready to secure a reciprocal agreement with the United States Government that would ensure future flow of immigration from Ireland to the US, while at the same time regularising the status of the undocumented. Minister, I can think of no better way of enlarging our diplomatic army in the cause of our undocumented neighbours and cousins to build a coalition of support than extending the electoral franchise to immigrant voters. As I have said many times in this chamber, how we treat the undocumented at home must be the foundation of how we advocate for our undocumented abroad. In that same vein, the referendum in June 2019 will be about linking those who for years have campaigned in the US to their local US politicians with the Irish state who have advocated on their behalf and whose President represents the entire Irish nation. I pressed on the Taoiseach when he was here last week, and I am going to do the same to you now, Minister. Please don't allow a vacuum to develop in advance of a referendum that I am sure that for this government seems very far away. The sooner we have clarity on who precisely the government intends to allow vote in presidential elections and how it will practically operate, the better we can start having real arguments and allay legitimate fears that some of our citizens may have. So, Minister, I am grateful for your continued support, and I'd also ask you to convey to the Taoiseach the negotiations he's having on behalf of Brexit and for the Irish people. And thank you for all your support. Thank you.
Thank you.